my mindset is always planting seeds. I want to get in front of these people as soon as possible because that's what's going to create that loyalty and build the rapport. I'm not keeping track of who's going to buy in 3 weeks or in 3 months because I know at the end of the day, as long as somebody's motivated, there's a huge percentage of those people that are going to come back to me, even if it's 6 months later or a year later. Notice how before I offered to take you out, I asked very specific questions. What's motivating your move? What's important to you about that? Do you have a realtor? If you would have said to me, well, if I find the right condo, I would consider moving, or if I find a good deal, I wouldn't offer to take you out because my time is valuable. But because you said you're downsizing and the kids are moving out, guess what? I know you're moving with or without me. You're motivated. That move is going to happen. Someone's going to make that commission. Why shouldn't it be me? So the first thing I'm establishing is this person toying with the idea of moving, or do they legitimately have to move? That's the first thing I'm establishing. If they don't have to move, I'm not really going to pursue that lead because my time is valuable. If I can determine that person is a real lead and they do have to move, baby on the way, getting married, downsizing for health issues, empty nesting, these people are moving. The second thing I'm going to determine is a rough idea of their timeline. Now, we didn't talk about that, but I would always ask that as well. What's your time frame? Now, if I were to ask you, what's your time frame? And you were to say, well, probably we don't need to move for about a year. The next thing I would say, well, if we found the perfect dream home that ticked all the boxes in the next 3 months, would you be in a position to make an offer? Because when people say a year, generally it's just a programmed response. They just throw up their guard. It's just a reactionary response, right?
Okay.
But if you ask them that question, well, if we found the perfect property in the next 3 months, would you be in a position to make an offer? Now you get the real answer. Sometimes people say, yeah, we could do that. Maybe we could pull from our savings, or we could, we could really kind of expedite our plans. Or sometimes they'll say, no, we just don't have the money put together right now. We got to wait for my daughter. She's in between schools. Then you legitimately know they need more time, right? But either way, I'm going to try and get in front of that person this week or tomorrow because I want to be able to cement that relationship. And there's no better way to do that than spending an hour with somebody in person. Zoom is helpful. A phone call is great. Nothing is more powerful than getting in front of somebody where they feel they can trust you, they feel you're an expert, they feel comfortable and confident that you can help them. That's how I built my business. I just kept doing this all the time. And think like a farmer, you're planting seeds, and a huge, huge percentage of those people will work with you when the time comes. If it's 3 weeks, 3 months, or 3 years. I've had people come back to me 2.5 years later, they bought a $2.5 million condo because they remembered how I approached them. No pressure. I was knowledgeable. I made them comfortable.